2 years have passed since the so-called Moon Jae-in Care aimed at expanding health insurance coverage was unveiled. While significant progress has been made, President Moon vows to do more, including an expansion of coverage to 70% of all medical treatments. Park Hee-jun shares with us his remarks.
President Moon Jae-in has vowed to make sure that his so-called Moon Jae-in Care guarantees coverage for 70% of all treatments within his term. At an event Tuesday at a hospital in Goyang assessing the progress made during the first 2 years of the plan, President Moon appeared confident that his healthcare plan will succeed.
현재 집계가 가능한 종합병원 이상으로만 보면 2016년의 62.6%에서 2018년 67.2%로 크게 높아졌습니다. 임기 내에 전체적인 보장률을 70%까지 높인다는 것이 문재인 케어의 목표입니다.
The Moon administration's healthcare plan announced in 2017 aims to cover all medical costs except for cosmetic surgery, and it has made some major accomplishments on that front. Data released the same day by the Ministry of Health and Welfare show that 36 million people saw their medical costs cut down by around $1.9 billion in the past 2 years thanks to the new policy. Patients who require intensive care used to pay half the cost out of pocket, but now they pay just a fourth. Medical costs for the elderly and children fell by $686 million. But President Moon says his government will not stop there.
문재인 케어는 건강보험 30년의 성과와 한계 위에서 전 국민, 전생의 건강보장을 위해 태어났습니다. 최소한의 건강을 지켜주는 건강보험에서 최대한의 건강을 지켜주는 건강보험으로 가고자 합니다.
He has promised to lower costs for patients getting checkups and treatments that had not been covered by state insurance before. They include prostate exams and abdominal and breast MRIs. The president added that he will work to enhance the quality of emergency and critical care, areas that are directly linked to people's lives. More children's hospitals will be built as well. The South Korean president said he will continue to strengthen welfare benefits as part of building what he calls an inclusive nation. Park Hee-jun, Arirang News.